So we're in the second half of the NBA season. We're going to play Colin-fidence Meter, confidence meter. And so we bring it back 1 to 10. 1, I have no confidence. 10, I have a ton of confidence heading into the second half of the season. One team, people are going to hate my ranking. It's the very first one. So, Joy, let's go.
What is your Colin-fidence level that the Heat can win the NBA title?
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm way lower on the Heat than everybody else is. I love their coach, and I think they're built for the regular season. I probably have them a spot too low. My confidence meter with them is about a 4. It should probably be about a 6. But here's my thing. Their bench scoring is great. But your bench shrinks in the postseason. Bench scoring's not taking you to a title. So I'm okay with having average bench scoring. You don't win championships because you have the best bench. They do get Victor Oladipo back, and they're playing well. And they've played well against the better teams. And so they have 2 stars, Bam and Jimmy Butler. But they both kind of feel 1A to me, not like A. They're not as good as Embiid, in my opinion. They're not as good as Giannis, in my opinion. They're not as good as Harden, in my opinion. Tyler Hero's playing well. He's bounced back year. But this is the classic team that I think is built. They'll win a playoff series. But I think they're going to come up against better players. Their bench scoring won't be nearly as critical as it is in the regular season. So my confidence is very low.
What is your confidence level that the Bucks can win the NBA title?
Okay, the Bucks is very high. I'd have them 8 or 9. Why? Now, they're very Giannis dependent, and they don't have a bench. But I don't care. After, you got 7 guys who can play. I don't care about 8, 9, 10. The bottom line is they miss Lopez. Okay, they don't rebound as well. They don't defend the 3 as well. But Drew Holiday, I trust him in the playoffs. Giannis, I trust him in the playoffs. Chris Middleton last year, very good in the playoffs. They don't have a bench, but I also think championship teams tend to ignite when the playoffs start. So I think they'll find. I've watched a lot of Milwaukee in the last month. My confidence meter in the East is high.
The Nets.
1. Don't buy them at all. Not this year. Maybe next year. Kevin Durant's hurt. Simmons hasn't played since the playoffs last year. They have weird personalities. Don't buy them at all this year. Listen. If Simmons comes out with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they'll be interesting, and they'll have nights, but we have no idea about their chemistry. Philadelphia's chemistry is a work in progress. Their best guys haven't even played a practice yet together.
The Warriors.
6. I don't know if they're big enough to win. Here's the thing I like about it. Second most threes in the game, best home team in the league. Very Steph dependent, but that's okay. I like Steph. Bucks are Giannis dependent. That's okay. I like Giannis. All the LeBron championship teams were LeBron dependent. They're small. Draymond's hurt. They need him. Clay is, again, good. Is the old Clay. I think they're going to have to play Jonathan Kuminga, a 6'7", 225 rookie who's wildly athletic. They're going to have to play him in the postseason more than they're comfortable with. I still don't know if James Wiseman fits. I'd say a 6.
Grizzlies.
A 3. I think they're so much fun to watch, but they don't shoot the 3 at all. And let's be honest, refs swallow the whistle in the playoffs. So this team is second in the NBA in free throw attempts, not getting those in the playoffs. Young teams and free throw shooting teams don't get the respect in the playoffs. So they're going to have to earn it so that they'll win a playoff series, and then they're done.
Mavericks.
About a 4. I feel the same. I will say this. Since Porzingis left, they're a better team. That's a classic example of Westbrook. He was bad for chemistry. They play real defense. So you think it's Luka, but Luka's in shape this year, and they play real defense. They defend the 3. They defend the interior. It's a real team. They will win a playoff series, and they are thriving. They're like the Miami Heat. I don't think they can win a championship. I probably have Dallas like Miami low, because you wouldn't be shocked if Miami was Spoelstra or Luka carried them to a second playoff win.
The Bulls.
I think they're deeper than the Mavericks, so I would say 5. Listen, they got 2 stars. They shoot the 3 well. They shoot the field goal percentage well. It's a good offensive team. They don't have a bench. Where I don't mind a team with stars not having a bench like Philadelphia. I don't think they have enough stars to overcome no bench. I think their bench would be more important. Bulls a 5.
Suns.
10. I think it's a championship team. I think Chris Paul comes back. I got a bench. I get youth. I get a big. I get a score. I get leadership. I got the coach I like. There's nothing. The only question about them They're also the best clutch team in the NBA, 24-5 in clutch time games. Only thing I wonder is they don't always shoot the three great. They can dry out a little at the three, but I think they're so deep and so gifted and so versatile, it won't matter.
Sixers.
8, I love them. No bench scoring, but again, I'm okay with that. If you have two dominant scorers, I think between Maxey and Harden and Tobias Harris and Embiid, they are very Joel Embiid dependent. They are, but that's okay. He's the closest thing to Shaq we've seen. I'm okay with it. They're co-favorites to win. I think they're going to meet Milwaukee in a 7-game series, and health and who hits the free throws late will decide it.
The Lakers aren't on the list.
That's because the Lakers are broken. The thermometer is broken. It's currently broken. Now, they're going to send it in for repairs in the offseason, but currently their chemistry's not good, and AD's not healthy, so let's not I try to be very optimistic about the Lakers today. Very positive.
You were positive. Give some hope.
Now, I do think with Dallas and the Heat fans are going to look at this and go, you got to be out of your mind. Victor Oladipo's coming back. But here's the thing, and they'll win a playoff series. All that bench scoring, I don't care about your bench scoring if you have two great stars. And Bam and Jimmy Butler are not as good as Embiid and Harden, to me, as offensive players. And so in the end, I think Philadelphia's bench scoring, lack of it doesn't bother me. And I don't think Miami's built for more than a series. Now, and they're right now the number 1 seed. So it sounds, years ago, Atlanta was a 1 seed. Bounced early. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.